Yes, my people. So, in a previous video, I told you a lot about when I was working. Remember when I was talking about OT country? I was talking about when I was working, and then obviously we stopped working and went OT. Cool. And then I said to you, I'm gonna tell you the story about that job, my first job, like after college and that. You get me? So, alright, cool. Let me get into that and explain that because there was quite a story to it. So yeah, basically, left school now. My brethren is a bit younger than me, but he was already working in this hospital. He was already there. You get me? He was doing like admin. You get me? Easy, piss easy job. Like we was basically, alright, cool. Let me 1 second. So yeah, he was working there first, and then I think he'd been there about 7, 8 months. And I'd seen like literally this hospital's 5 minutes from my yard, like a 5 minute walk from my house. You get me? So he was working there, and I'm seeing that, it's easy. Like he's finishing early times, he's flexing like lunchtime, he's with man, and it's like it's calm, and he's making his change, and still doing whatever we're doing. Like, so I shouted at him. I was like, "Yo, bro, what? You can't get man a job? You get me? These times, man, just running around doing what we're doing." So it's like, and I do feel like that had a big impact on my life, but we'll get onto that later on. Just the way things went. But yeah, so he said to me, yeah, I got to shout at my mum because it's through agency and whatnot. So I spoke to his mum, whatever. She hooked me up with the agency, went and done a little induction with the agency, and then it was a kind of thing where, we don't know if we can get you in the same place, but whatever. So somehow they've managed to get me in the same hospital, same job role, same fucking office as my boy. You know what I'm saying? So now they don't know what they've just done. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what just done. They've just put two of them and them in the same place. Like, bearing in mind, we're like 18. Like, my boy is 17, I'm 18. You get me? So now, like, basically our job role was, like, we just used to literally just collect the clinic files. So like when you go to hospital, you have your folder, either green or pink. I don't know how it is now. I ain't been to hospital in time, but you used to have your folder where the doctors write all your notes and whatnot. So every time you have an appointment, they have your folder. But how do you think your folder gets there? Someone has to see the list of patients for the day for whatever clinic you're on, and then we go and collect from wherever in the hospital. We go and collect these folders and make a list. That was our job. So if we done that in 10 minutes, we're done. So yeah, basically, if we banged out our job, like our actual job role, if we done it, got in the morning, done it within an hour, which we could do, because between us, we probably had to do about 5 or 6 clinics, and on the clinic you might have maximum 20 patients. So you've just got to go around the hospital to radiology, physiotherapy, outpatients, whatever, wherever they had their last appointments, or the secretary for that person, for that doctor, the notes might be with them. You know what I mean? So you just got to go to them, get the notes, and build your list. So you got like 20 patients' case notes. You put the list together and you take it to where it needs to go. Like, piss easy. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the time we used to just be fucking about, or we'd have an hour long lunch break before lunch. So like 10 o'clock, we're having an hour long lunch break time, sitting in the staff room just sleeping or whatever, going around doing whatever we're doing. Lunchtime, we're on the high road from the hospital was our block, basically. That was our high road. So the mandem's there. You get it? So it was so calm, you get me? But obviously, it's going to bring problems because it's in the ends. We're working in the ends. We were who we were. And it was next to other ends that we had problems with, innit? And obviously, it's a hospital, so bare people's coming there. And our job role was walking around the hospital doing whatever. So we're going to buck into, you know what I'm saying? 1 or 2 times. Bucked into man, had to stick it on them, and that's just no word of a lie. Touch. What am I touching wood for? But yeah, trust me, you could even ask these youths, but they're obviously, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like I said, always had my thing on me. So regardless of where I was, always had my thing on me. So yeah, I was always, but man, there was quite a few youths that we had to stick it on whilst at work. You get me? Even on lunch breaks on the high road, you see man, and you know what I mean. There's quite a few man that, you know, if they watch this, they'll be able to see. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. If they're real with themselves, you know. But that's neither here nor there, innit? It is what it is. But yeah, finally, we ended up having a madness where we used to like work in the day stay unit bit, which is where girls come and have their abortions and that. You get me? And obviously, you know what that is. When you have your abortion, someone has to come pick you up. And there was a lot of young girls in it around our age group. So yeah, one day, one youth that we had problems with come to pick up his girl, or was there with his girl, and my brethren and me just, boy, we just ended up having a mad one, you get me? But the youth didn't want to come outside. The youth was on some hyping thing like inside the place, and obviously nurses and doctors was getting involved. And yeah, long story short, because I can't really get into it, they got rid of us. They fired us from there, and then that's where we just decided, fuck this, man. We're going OT from here. You get me? We tried, but